Well, good morning. It is the 11th of February, Thursday, and this is Rufus Morgan Shelter. It's about 7:45. I have two choices for the day. We'll see which one plays out. One's a really tough day, 16 miles, 6,600 feet of elevation gain, and 3,500 feet of elevation loss. Pretty rugged. They call this the jump up. There's another shelter at about 10. So part of it is going to be dependent on the weather and what I feel like when I get to 10. So we'll see which one plays out. Here's my pack, getting ready to go. And pretty much on cue, a little before 9 a.m., pretty much just what atweather.org predicted as far as time. The rain has started. As you see, I normally hike with an umbrella. As long as it's not kind of a pouring down, this is what I'll use. I do have a rain jacket and rain pants. I'm sure I'll switch to them at some point during the day. Just a few seconds ago, just before I switched this on, was a big thunder boomer, which is not what you want to hear when you're traipsing over the ridges and the mountaintops. But there we go. Okay, moving on in the rain. Oh, they say, no pain, no rain, no Maine. Well, it's raining. It's raining pretty hard. But I stopped in at Westerwald shelter. Smallest shelter here. Get out of the rain, have a little lunch. I guess it's about 11 o'clock or something like that. I have to hike up the trail yet before I get any water, however, but maybe it'll let up in a little bit and I can, yeah. This is not where I'm stopping tonight. Rainy and foggy up here. This is south of Tellico Gap. Not quite the Cold Spring Shelter. It's a long foggy tunnel today. Well, I'm at Cold Spring Shelter. About 5:30. Got here an hour and 15 minutes ago. Pretty much took off all my wet stuff and got into my sleeping bag here. And you see sort of the outside there. I had about a 2-hour break over lunch at Westerwald shelter, where it was raining pretty hard at the time when I arrived at the shelter, so I kind of did the same thing. Unpacked my pack, inflated my sleeping pad and everything, and had a little 2-hour break there, and then the rain let up for a little while, so I packed up and headed out. It continued on, and it got harder. Pretty much walking in the rain, and got pretty wet. I think it's in the low 40s, maybe mid 40s, so it's not terribly cold. But I've been sitting here just trying to tidy up some stuff on my phone because it was a pretty short day. And I happened to look at the two videos I made on the 19th of November, and I must have posted them on YouTube, and that was the morning that I completed the dual crown, if you will, the calendar year dual crown of having done the Pacific Crest Trail and the Appalachian Trail in the same year. And I was really struck in taking a look at the video of that, sort of how raw the emotions were at the time, and what my thoughts were. And even though it was all pretty quiet, and I was trying to organize my thoughts on having been hiking, I think I said there 323 days in 1 year. So if you want to take a look at that, that's probably the most interesting thing I've ever recorded of myself. But anyway, soggy day here in the Southern Appalachians. Tomorrow is supposed to be soggy too, but I'm in a shelter and doing okay. So I hope you're doing okay too.